It was a mixed fan reaction. Rory and Maul came back to the pod. Rory explained himself. He said he was at the airport. Joe hit him with a text saying take some time off. Rory was like, what you talking about? Sent a question mark. And Joe did the emphasize thing where he just hold the message and click the exclamation point. So, I guess Rory seemed to understand, like, yeah, I was tripping when he got back. He seemed to be like, yo, like, we back, happy to be back. But the tension came with Maul, and I felt like when they talked off air, Maul didn't really get to really speak on some things just based on how his part went. But Maul was like, he asked, Joe, like, yo, what are we doing? Like, how you gonna tell Rory he can't come in? Joe hit him with the, nah, like, this podcast is none of your business. So I said, like, when we talked about it, I was like, yeah, like, I think what happened was Joe really crossed the line. Joe admitted he was wrong for saying it. But just Maul didn't rock with that. So he said, he's gonna be disrespectful. I'm just gonna separate myself. Like, he saw a new side of Joe pretty much. So when the pod kept going and Maul saw he was bringing the two other people on without resolving the issue, Maul felt a certain type of way, so he unfollowed Joe. And I understand him in that part.
Ooh.
I know. I understand, like, they tried laughing about it, but nah, Maul explained it was like, bro, like, you could have been getting this resolved by speaking to us. Why the hell, you, like, pretty much, you're trying to show us we're replaceable. And I think he has a valid point. I know, but, if y'all boys...
My uncle told me everybody replaceable.
If y'all boys, Maul is right. So...
My blood uncle looked me dead in my eye and says, everybody replaceable.
Bro, when Maul said he blames himself for putting friendship before business, I thought that was a statement that meant so much. I thought that was... So he said, you know what? I know now. Like, I saw who Joe is. I saw what we doing. I know now. So, unfortunately, I saw a mixed fan reaction because a lot of people thought it was cringe.
It was... so, I only got, like, to, 30 minutes, and I was like, yo, Maul is just going after these niggas jugglers for right now. I would have seemed like the nigga was just, like, getting everything he needed to get off his chest. Which, as a fellow Libra, I kind of feel him because, we just be sitting back watching niggas.
Yeah.
And when they do fuck shit, we gonna make a statement.
I think, too, with Maul, when they talked off air, I think the main focus was on Rory and Joe. I don't think they really asked Maul about his side of things.
Yeah.
So, like, once he finally got to say it, I felt that's like, oh shit, I think they need to have this conversation off air, because then when, like, Joe started saying like, yo, why are we fighting over Rory? You know what I'm saying? Like, we lived together, we knew each other for so long, we fighting over Rory. And Maul was like, this ain't about Rory, this is about the show.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It's like, wait a minute, if y'all talked off air, this should have been made clear before. So I was like, I don't think they talked off air, just Rory talked.
What that whole entire thing is, they just told you. They thought the problems was just with Rory. But it's with the whole show.
Well, I think just that moment, Maul saw a different side of Joe he didn't expect to see. I think that's because, like, the whole time Maul saying, like, Maul even said, no, fuck a contract, I'm talking to you. Like, he said, no, like, get the business out of here. He saw this as three friends doing a pod.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, nah, it's business. But Maul's saying, well, now you seem to be a hypocrite because you always being like, nah, fuck the business. Like, fuck Complex, fuck Spotify, we doing our own shit. But now you going back to doing you doing the business shit. So Maul's like, nah, like, yo, I thought we boys. Like, the fuck going on?
I feel him all on that, but sometimes you gotta learn. Like, sometimes you gotta make them hard decisions.
You do. Good.
And I think Joe made a hard decisions. Kind of right, but like I said, this is the way he said it though.
Yeah.
And it was so abrupt. It wasn't like, yo, like, you want to talk about something? Just go take some days off.
Yeah.
Like,
you're. Yeah, like, we understand, like, somebody does have to be the one to make decisions, especially, like, three people can't be the one to make the final decision.
Yeah.
One person has to make the final decision. But it's as simple as Joe has to sort of make that clear, though. Like, Joe has to... So, like I said, the Spotify thing, the Complex thing, he's always just complaining about the business aspect of things, how the suits fuck up the business. You're giving them the interpretation that fuck the business model. We doing it our own way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that.
And in the words of Batman or whoever said this shit, you see yourself long enough to become a villain.
Yeah.
Die a hero, become a villain.
Yeah.
You became a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think I saw something where because Maul said pretty much all he wanted right now is just respect and transparency. I think too he wanted to look at some numbers, and Joe was like, "Nah, that's I think that's where the none of your business came in." But it's still like, yo, like it just got deeper than that. Cause then you know how when niggas like they back against the wall, they start to bring up old shit.
Yeah.
When Joe brought up the story about when they met, when they saw Jay-Z. And because Joe will always hit up Maul and be like, yo, I know you cool with Hov. Can you, like, patch things up between us? Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And I don't think Maul was just upfront about doing that. So when they met at something, Joe tried talking to him. And Jay-Z was like, I mean, like, I think he said, like, it is what it is or some shit. And Maul and Rory started laughing at him. And when Joe brought that up, I thought that was cringe. Because I was like, y'all clearly didn't talk this out. Because it's like that. That's
No, he said, so what?
Oh yeah.
So what? Like,
but it's just one of those things where if that bothered Joe for so long, think about how long ago that had to be. And you bringing it up now, it's like y'all didn't really talk this out.
Nope.
Y'all did not talk because that's some shit. Like Joe was his back was so against the wall. He said, "Nah, I'm going to start like remember that." You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't understand like the shit y'all doing. Y'all can't do out of business. And like back to the thing, it's like, well, is this a business or are we boys? Yeah. So it's like it's interesting. It's really interesting.
That's why I don't like it. And it's like on another topic, but it's so like when you do something for somebody, and like you do something just out of the kindness of their heart, or you do something because you fuck with them. And then when they don't do something that you don't like, you be like, yeah, you remember the time I did that shit for you, nigga?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that. Like, I think that shit is like weak as shit. Because your intent was to get something from them.
Yeah.
That was your natural intent now.
Okay, yeah. It's like filming yourself doing a good deed or like posting it on Facebook. Oh, I gave somebody money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it just for likes. You're not doing it for...
Yeah. And that's the type of shit I looked at. Like, that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was messy. Hopefully, I didn't watch. Is a new one supposed to be on YouTube today? I didn't watch the new one yet, but I don't know. I hope they get it together because like I know it's not going to be the same. Like just Maul just seems like that guy to like know now. You know, I know now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I hope it just gets better because like I said, they're one of the inspirations for us even starting the pod. You know, like it's just seeing them go down. It's like I felt bad. No, I felt bad because they joked about how like, dang, I see a lot of people y'all want us to fail. So I'm like, I felt bad when he said that because I was like, no, like we're just all so invested in like this pod. We all have our opinions.
Some people wanted to fail.
Oh yeah. Like, some of the bigger names out there, but yeah, for like the smallest people like us, like we're not saying like we're rooting for them. We're just what I'm saying like they impact our lives, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna root for them, but I couldn't watch that other bullshit.
Yeah, I feel that, bro.
Not saying that they're bad or anything, but like, not the same.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't what I subscribe to. Yeah. You know, like, that's what it is.
That's like going to Girls Only Fans and then like think you're gonna see some naked pictures and you just see her painting. Like, bitch, nobody cares.
Or she ain't posting pictures of her. She posted pictures of another girl. I was like, wait, I didn't subscribe to the other girl. I subscribed to you.
Yeah, bitch. Like, nah, fuck you.